one. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
We're live.
We are. You're dressed like summer, like sleeveless top on.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying this warmer weather?
I am loving it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Well, hello everybody. We got a fun little project for you today. Pardon?
0 people so far.
Oh, well, they'll find us.
They'll be here pretty quick.
They will.
We have one. Hello, Linda Honstein. Hello.
Well,
We're so
hello,
glad you're
Miss
here.
Linda. So we got a fun little project today. We're actually going to make a placemat, super quick and easy, using a panel, and then we are going to use clear blue tiles to quilt it. So pretty excited about that. It'll be fun. Yeah. I've had quite a few people ask about clear blue tiles here recently. So thought we would show you how to use those.
Okay, perfect.
So let's see. Today, Cindy is got an all-day class for her By Annie bag, the 2 big totes. Is something wrong?
Well, it's just you're very small.
Really?
And you're kind of like, I'm like tilted. Here we go. Okay, sorry.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. Now, sort of you're kind of square.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So Cindy is teaching the By Annie 2 Big Totes class. That's going on all day long, I believe.
Yeah.
So that is
fun project.
Keeping Cindy busy. I did get my next project done, but it's actually at my house with Cindy, so she can show it to the ladies there. So the next project is going to be Payday, which is the wallet. And
of course it is.
Yes. It came in 2 sizes. I did the smaller size, and it was actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I think the bigger size is going to be like pretty big. It's going to be like a purse almost.
So does a smaller size like hold your cell phone?
It does.
And your credit cards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the small size easily fit my cell phone. And then it has 2 zipper compartments. It has credit card compartments, and it has a couple of other little pockets.
So is that like going to be a giveaway when you're all done?
Is somebody asking for it?
No, me.
Oh, you!
Because I don't make bags. I would love a bag like that.
We'll see. When's your birthday? May,
July.
Right? Your birthday's July?
A month after yours, because you're older than me, you know.
Okay. And moving on. I thought it was May, and I thought you were a month older than me.
No, you are a month older than me.
Oh,
but that's okay.
Patrick's wife is a month older than me, which makes her 2 months older than you.
And we're all spring chickens.
Yeah, there's actually only about 5 days difference, but hers is in May and mine's in June. So we're going to go with a month. Okay.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow we have Come and Sold. So Matt and myself are busy. Paul has been busy cutting fabrics for you, putting fabric bundles together for you. So you're going to love some of the things we've got for that. And that is tomorrow at 2:00. So hopefully you will all join us for Come and Sold tomorrow at 2:00.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We've got some great stuff.
I'm going to let you show them this, and I'm going to turn off our music because we forgot to turn the music off. Okay?
All righty. Oh, I'm being told to respect my elders. Okay, so today Kate has these placemats, and she's going to show how to do the clear blue tiles on these placemats, which is awesome. Aren't they stinking cute? There's green and kind of a rusty pink and a blue.
And then the 4th color is this color.
Kind of a rose color.
That's a rose, and that's the one we're going to do today.
You know, I'm not a placemat person because if I made placemats and somebody spilled on it, I'd have to kill them.
Well, that's not fair.
But these are super cute and super easy, and they're
really quick and easy.
kind of modern. They're not, hugely hard to make. I love them.
When you buy the panel for this, you actually get the 4 different placemats. And you get 4 little coasters.
They're so cute.
So on the coasters, I just put a little bit of batting on it, and then I purposely didn't match it. I wanted it to be kind of offset. Just did a little bit of quilting and just did a folded back on there.
Oh, they're so cute. They're really, really cute.
So the panel is $11.99. It is called the Soft Spoken Panel. So we're not doing full kits for this. We did do some kits that we actually sold on Comment Sold, but we've completely sold out on those. But we do have the panel only.
Which you can match any fabrics with.
Oh, absolutely.
I really, really do love these.
The panels are $11.99.
Awesome.
Okay.
And we're going to quilt them today.
Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your panel and you are going to trim it down. Okay.
These kind of look pieced. Look at them.
Yes, it's got like a stripe in there.
Strip in there, but they're not pieced. It's one panel, which is awesome.
So what you're going to do is you're going to trim them down. Some of these panels, I will tell you, are not necessarily printed very square, but you do want to make sure that all four are trimmed down to the exact same size. So whatever size that makes you come to. Mine are 12 by 16 and 3/4 inches.
Which is pretty standard.
Yes. And then the one thing I did make sure is that the bottom left corner where the flower is, that I didn't have more than 1/4 inch of the background fabric because I didn't want that to show on the front.
And that'll get caught up in the binding.
Well, actually, it gets caught up in the borders. Okay.
Oh, in the borders.
Yeah, so it actually goes into the borders.
Oh, so cute.
So for the borders, I chose 2 different shades that complement the color that I'm doing. And then I cut these 1 1/4 inches wide. That will give me a 3/4 inch finished border. And you need 2 strips for each placemat. So 1 strip of each shade for each placemat. And what we are going to do on this is we are going to start with the light color, and I'm going to stitch right sides together across the top, and then we're going to press this open. Then I'm going to stitch right sides together down the right side and press that open. Then I'm going to take my dark color and I'm going to take that and stitch that across the bottom. And then my last strip is going to be right on here. So this is just going to take me about 5 minutes to put together. Then we're going to come back up to the table and we're going to talk about everything clear blue tiles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
I have a squeeze in question.
Uh-huh.
We ordered a Kimberbell Pumpkins and Potions fabric kit.
Yeah, we need to check on that.
I'm going to
The rest of
cover
the order
this
came in.
because we're going to go over to the machine to sew on the
I have it in stock.
border
I
strips.
don't want to order it.
Wow, I love this panel.
Just tell her we can't get it. That's fine. Hey, Matt.
When this panel came in, we were all
Can you
kind of
bring
fighting
this
over
over?
who got to do what with it.
It's a Matt and then I.
And of course, Kate won because that's what happens here at Kate's store. I told her that we all kind of fought over who got to do what with these.
Oh.
And then you won because, you know, you're the boss.
Okay, let's go.
So Wanda said she's trying to order the panel online but won't let her select a local pickup.
As soon as Matt gets off the phone, we'll ask him. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one we're going to do is we're going to set the machine up for 1/4 inch, which is my Q02. And we are going to stitch across the top 1/4 inch seam. No. And I'm just going to, I would probably recommend you do this at the, with a rotary cutter, but I'm just going to cut this even with the edge of my placemat.
Okay.
And then we are going to press this open.
So you're doing the long end first.
Long
before
end,
the short end.
yes.
Did
Okay.
you have a question for me?
Yes.
Somebody said they're trying to pick up at the store, but then somebody said you have to put in your zip code and then you can do the pickup after they make an order. online order?
They shouldn't have to. They should be able to just change the shipping to pickup. I'll go on the online and see.
Okay.
It's for this panel, Matt.
We're going to double check.
Okay. And I'm waiting for my iron to heat up. So I did just finger press that one piece. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and press both of these pieces now, okay?
Okay. Matt, the P&D's over there by the computer, if you want to call her. Or I can. For that Lego. Janice said they have 8 inches of snow. Janice, where are you? Oh my gosh, we have beautiful sunshiny weather here today.
Okay, now we're going to go to the darker color, and we're going to go all the way across the bottom, okay?
Okay. Was it your idea to do the 2 different shades for the border?
You know, I think I saw something online that showed something similar to this.
Okay. It's so effective.
I don't really think it was my idea. I just saw some finished ones.
It's super effective. Jan, we're making placemats out of a panel. There's 4 different colors. And then Kate is showing the little borders that you can add to them. And then she's doing clear blue tiles to do the quilting.
Can I show on my phone screen real quick?
Okay.
See if that'll show
Matt's
up
going to
okay.
help with the shopping, picking up thing.
Yeah, so when you go into your shopping cart, you will have to put in your information, and there will be like your address information. You put that in, and then you can do free in-store pickup or do your shipping option. So you can change it right there, and it will automatically give you what the shipping charge would be. Or you can just change it, and then you select your store.
Perfect.
Okay?
Matt is the man with the answers. Thanks, Matt.
Okay, so we're adding on our last border.
What was the width of the strip?
1 1/4.
1 1/4.
Which you really can do what you want.
Yeah, whatever you want.
But
Yeah.
that was what I chose.
Okay. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, you could do a little bit wider.
Absolutely. Okay, and I'm going to press my last strip. And I'm going to get my backing and my batting, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Marie, we did have kits available for comments sold. We don't have any more kits. But I can ask Kate about putting the colors to make to add to the
They just need
panels.
an 1/8 of a yard of the 8 different colors. So
Okay.
if anybody wants that, just leave a note on their 1/8 of a yard bundle, and we'll create, and it's going to be the equivalent of 1 yard of fabric.
Oh, okay,
So,
perfect.
okay?
Okay.
Okay, so my backing fabric was this gray color. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press this. So I've got my backing fabric that is going to be wrong side up. I've got double-sided fusible. And then I've got my placemat top. And I'm just going to press all of this together.
Perfect.
Okay?
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Patty, the panel has 4 different colorways of one placemat. There's a teal, a green, a rose, and kind of a rust color for each panel. It makes, and then 4 different coasters as well. So each panel has 4 different placemats and 4 different coasters.
Where are these kits at?
It's just a panel mat.
I know where they already cut or no?
There's some on the cutting table.
Okay, and then if you want a kit to go along with it for the borders, it's a yard total. It's 1/8 of a yard of 8 different fabrics to go around the edges of the placemats.
Okay, and it's going to take me just a moment to press this.
I'm gonna come over here so we can watch you.
Okay.
So Kate's layered the backing, the fusible batting, and the placemat top.
And I really should be using a pressing cloth.
I love how the placemats look like they're made of strips, but they're not. It's just the fabric. I love it.
Okay. It's not very easy to do this on this little pressing surface here.
Marie, do you want a panel and a kit of the border fabrics?
Okay, let's go back over to the cutting table, okay?
Okay.
And we are going to talk about clear blue tiles.
Okay. Mary, you can use 80 weight thread or you can use Mettler thread, either one.
Okay, clear blue tiles is a quilting program from Kimberbell, from our dear friends at Kimberbell.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberbell came out with clear blue tiles. It is an all-over quilting design, very similar to an edge-to-edge. It gives the appearance that everything is connected, and it gives the appearance of an all-over quilt design. The difference between traditional edge-to-edge and clear blue tiles is that edge-to-edge normally has an end and a start point that connect. So as you have one design and you connect it to a second design, there's a connecting point. And then there'll be a point that would connect from the second design to the third design.
Like A to B.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clear blue tiles, if you've always been concerned about matching points, clear blue tiles is the program for you. Because awesome. Clear blue tiles is a plop and drop. Nothing connects.
I love that. Plop and drop.
Plop and drop. Okay.
It's my kind of
So, what is clear blue tiles? Clear blue tiles, first of all, the original set is called the Essential Set. And it's called the Essential Set because this is where you have to start. This has got all of the information to how to use clear blue tiles. It has the tiles. They're called clear blue tiles because they are blue tiles. Okay. The tiles look like this.
Okay.
Okay. They're not really clear, but they are kind of transparent.
Okay.
Okay. You'll also see, I don't know if they can see that, but it actually has like some grid. I don't know.
You can sort of kind of see
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Which will help you with making sure
placement.
that your tiles are straight
right.
on your fabric.
Right.
Okay. So if you imagine a clear blue tile to be like a stamp, if you've ever taken a sheet of paper and you have a little ink stamp and you want to stamp it all over to create a design all
mm-hmm.
over, imagine that to be your quilt. So instead of a piece of paper, you've got your quilt project, and now we want to create a quilt design all over.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether we use a clear blue tile this size, or this size. The design is proportionate for every tile.
So it's the same size.
Same size so that you can combine multiple size tiles to fill your whole area.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not going to get smaller with the small tiles and bigger with the big tiles.
No.
It's all the same size. It just fills different sizes of spaces.
Correct. So if we put this here, I could put this one this way, and I could put this one this way.
Okay.
And I'm filling in, I would have to do 3 different size designs, but the designs are proportionate. I'm not going to have one that's a large format and one that is a tiny format.
Okay.
Okay.
It just fills a smaller space
Yeah.
with the same size quilting design.
So in some of the, and we'll talk about the essential packs, but in some, not the essentials, the expansion packs, but in some of the expansion packs, you get the larger tiles.
Okay.
Okay. So in the essential tile, the starting pack, you get blocks that go from a 2x2, so a really small one, all the way up to an 8x10 tile.
Okay.
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 And then you get border tiles that go from 1 inch by 7 inch. So this is going to be a long, skinny design, 1 inch by 7 inch to a 6x10.
Okay.
So you get all of these different size tiles in this one box, along with these designs in every size of the tile. So you actually get 372 different files.
Okay.
Plus they have a really good starter seasonal table runner to teach you how to use the clear blue tiles too. But we also have had several videos that we have done.
Yeah.
So
can I say one quick thing?
absolutely.
You can order the panel online or leave a comment here. If you want a kit for the 8 little border fabrics that go along with the placemat, just leave a comment here. We will cut those and assign those to you. So if you just want to leave a comment here, we can take care of that for you.
Okay.
Okay.
So obviously the best scenario would be the least amount of hoopings possible.
Sure.
Okay. In other words, we wouldn't want to use this one and do this one 10 times. Okay.
Because you'd have to rehoop every time.
You have to rehoop every time.
Okay.
Okay. So it's finding tiles that fit the area that you want to quilt.
Okay.
So can you do this system with a big quilt? Absolutely. Probably use the biggest tile you can find and move it along until you get to the end, and then you can fill that in with some of the skinny ones on the side. And you'll never know where it started and stopped.
Right, right.
Okay.
They kind of blend into each other.
Also in the box, you do get a Kimberbell pen. You do need a marking pen. This is all about marking so that you know where to position these designs once you get them to the machine. And it also, you need to know the size of the tile that you're using, because that's the size of the embroidery file that we need to go find.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So
You're awesome.
I just happen to know that this 6x8 tile is a really good working one for us today.
Okay.
Okay. I know that I can place 4 of these on here, and I will have a beautifully quilted. I'm going to turn this over because I think they'll see it better from this side.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Isn't that pretty?
Because it kind of depends on the size of your hoop.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about hoops here in just a moment.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to position this so that my blue corners go just to the inside of my border. Now, could I find a design where I would go all the way out to the outside? Absolutely. It's just a matter of playing with your tiles to find a fit for your project.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I know that mine is a good fit right here.
Okay.
So what do we need to mark?
Those little slots.
Yeah, we need to mark center.
Okay.
We need to mark top. and vertical and horizontal lines.
Okay.
But one of the most important things we need to mark is right here where it says size. Now, if you can write that small, all good for you, okay? I need the 6x8 size, okay?
You're so brave.
Now, if I was going to put this one here, I would then need to write the size. This one hasn't been punched out, look.
Oh.
So if you get tiles that haven't all come all the way through. Now, if I was going to put this one here, I would need to write 4x6.
Okay.
So I know that this center dot here needs the 6x8 file.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
And that's what you pick on your machine.
And that's the file that I will pick on my
Okay.
machine. Now, the other thing that I generally do is just a line so I know where my last tile started and stopped.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So then I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing again.
Okay. Gisela, we'll go over the prices here pretty quick for the basic and expansion packs. I never would have thought to write outside that little teeny tiny square. When I've used these, I write in that little square because I'm a rule follower.
Okay, now I know that I'm just using the one size file. So if you're using all the same file size, you really don't need to write it.
Right.
So there is a process to getting these marked.
You know, I'm a machine quilter, and I quilt lots of different things, you know. But the quilting designs on these are like
Fun.
holiday and smaller, you know, flowers and houses and mushrooms and bats and Christmas things and stuff like that I would not want to do all on my own because you can't freehand that stuff.
So
this is so great.
So Kimberbell does have a lot of clear blue tile quilting designs on their website. And I would love, love, love it if you would all use our affiliate link before you go out to Kimberbell, because they do support your local dealer with a small amount of the proceeds of that purchase to help us keep our doors open and support everybody.
For sure, yeah.
Okay,
Maria, I have used these to do quilting because there's quilting shapes on here that are so precise and perfect in different shapes that I don't know how to freehand that I can do with the tiles that are so great.
We have a giveaway that I forgot to do.
Okay.
So our giveaway is a set of 4 placemats. Look how pretty they are.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
And these are going to go to Miss Nancy Rust.
Congratulations, Miss Nancy.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go quilt. I'm so excited.
You're so excited?
I am.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. This is so kind of revolutionary, you know, makes it possible for everybody to be able
get
to
nice
quilt their
quilting.
stuff. Yeah.
Not everybody can do the loopy-loos that you do and make it look so pretty.
And there's so many great designs.
So I'm putting the embroidery foot on. We're basically converting the machine over to embroidery. Okay. Would I try this in a regular hoop? I have done. But it's not easy.
What do you mean regular hoop?
A regular hooping system, regular baby lock hoop.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I strongly encourage you to purchase a monster hoop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So these are the dime magnetic hoops. And
different sizes.
There are different sizes. The one I'm using today is this is the 8x8, but the one I actually have at home that I use a lot for this type of one is the 10.5 by 10.5. Okay. Now, clear blue tiles doesn't, there are some in the essential packs that go up to the bigger sizes, but if you have just the essentials, there isn't anything bigger than the 10.5 by 10.5 hoop anyway. Okay. So what we're going to do is, remember, this arrow determines the top. Now, it was very easy when I was over on the cutting table, But when you get over here, you're like, okay, which way should I be doing this? That's why it's important to make sure you have the arrow there so that you know which way to do it.
Okay. Okay.
And we want it so that the design, we're going to try it somewhere right around there and see how close we get. Okay.
We need to talk about prices for the hoops and the clear blue tiles.
Okay. The other thing is, if you have this is fuse down. That's one of the reasons I'm using double-sided fusible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if this edge comes up, it could get caught on that foot. Okay.
Okay.
If that happens, use the Kimberbell tape. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't be skimpy with it. Tape it down.
So it'll sew right over it and hold it all down. And
well, I'm not stitching all the way out there.
Right.
So, but
right.
yes, it will. Okay. So I am going to attach my hoop onto my bracket. And we are going to go to embroidery. I attached it too early.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Gotta wait for it to tell you to do it.
Okay, so when you get these designs, you're going to find that they're all in file folders, all in multi-format. I just have the one design saved into the machine to make it easy for today, okay? So I'm just going to go to my machine, and it's this design right here. Remember, I needed the 6x8, and this is the 6x8, okay? It comes in just a fraction smaller, but it does show me that it's just under the 6x8.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell the machine that I'm ready to embroider. And now I'm going to attach my hoop. And the other placemats are all quilted in this cream color. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cream color on. Now I'm going to pretend like we don't have camera technology.
Okay.
Okay. So I need my needle over that center point.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's where the center of my design is. The way I hooped it, I'm off. Okay. So we're going to go to layout. We're going to go to move. And then I'm going to
and you want to make sure your needle's right above that center position. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to watch what I'm going to do on this though. I never remove my hoop from the bracket.
Okay.
Okay, all I do is move this, remove this, and then position it where it needs to be. If you don't have enough wiggle room, which I didn't.
Oh.
And then I'm going to reposition this down. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to use my little laser drop right here. Most machines these days have some type of a pinpoint laser, and I'm right over that center dot.
Okay.
Now, we are lucky because we've got a laser, we've got a projector. We could project the design down onto here to make sure it's all going to fit. We're going to trust the system, and we're going to start. Okay?
Okay. So you always, before you start anything, you have to make sure your center is the center of the quilting design.
Correct.
Okay. Do we have any more 18-inch pillow forms?
No. We might have one left.
Okay. We'll write your name down and we will check.
Okay. Whilst it's stitching, should we do a manager special?
Yep. And then we got to talk about the prices of the tiles and the hoops.
Okay. I actually have 2 manager specials today. So the first manager special is, I love how this goes. This will only fit a Destiny. And
Okay.
the reason being is it actually has the specific cutout and the foam inside just for the Destiny.
Oh, nice. Okay, I know there's been a few customers who have asked for the specific case.
Yeah.
For the Destiny. So
yeah,
here we
so
go.
this is just for the Destiny, and it will definitely protect your Destiny. I think this was like $300-400.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's $40.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
Okay.
$40.
Whoever wants to claim that, let us know. We'll write down your name. I'm watching. Okay? You want to watch this quilting.
Isn't it fun?
So the main thing is just make sure your center is the center of the design.
Yep.
Okay. Claudetta Tucker, Manager Special. All right, Miss Claudetta, it's yours. Charlene, if we ever get another one, we will let you know. Debbie, we will let you know if we ever get another one as well. It's kind of funny because the Quilting tiles can be a little bit intimidating because you think it might be kind of hard, but kind of once you start,
it's not.
It's not.
So on the clear blue tiles, you do have two things. You have block by block or clear blue tile.
Okay.
Clear blue tile is the quilting design only, which is what we're doing.
Right.
Block by block is where it does the placement for your batting, the placement for your tack down, the placement for your fabric, and the yes. Okay,
right.
so that's the difference between the two. So Claudetta, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to ship that or whether it would be financially in your interest to ship that. So if there was a local person, well, we'll check into that for you, Claudetta. But if there was a local person, we may be contacting you too.
Okay. Charlene Kreidler is the next one, and then Debbie Hennig. So we'll write your name down, guys, and we will figure it out. The thread you're using in the bobbin is just the Quiltech white, right?
Yeah, I did.
We use that most of the time here.
I honestly, if I was doing this for a gift or something, I probably would put a light gray in.
Mm-hmm. But the white would blend in.
It nicely. Does.
Yeah.
You can't even really tell.
Right.
Okay, so you can see this quilting design is finishing here just about 1/4 of an inch above where my mark was, the bottom of the tile.
Yeah. So when the next one gets quilted, it's going to kind of scooch in and blend in with that, so you can't even tell.
You can't tell that they're not connecting.
Right.
And that's the greatest part of this. If you've always been concerned about things connecting, you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Now, when I do my next placement, I am going to use my projection, and I am going to move the projection area up here, but you don't have to. You have to just trust the system.
Okay.
I'm going to just double check it, just to make sure that we're right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're ready to do the next segment. Does it matter if I do this one or this one? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay, remember, all I'm doing is raising this up, repositioning my fabric roughly where it needs to go, and then I'm going to put this back down. Okay, and then I'm going to use my laser beam, my pinpoint laser, and it's not quite on, so I'm going to try to move it, and it's not going to let me move it. There,
just a smidge.
Just a smidge. See how easy it is to maneuver that? Okay, now I do have a lot of area here. Would I be concerned about that? A little bit. So we're going to put some tape down on there. My design shouldn't come out that far because I'm not stitching out into the borders, but please be aware that that could be an issue.
Okay.
If you don't have enough extra fabric, I just stitch with a basting stitch, like a 4-inch piece of scrap fabric on the
Right.
end, so I have something to put into the hoop.
To hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so this time I am going to use my projection, which is my little cone icon up here. I'm going to put my cone on. I'm on a Solaris, so I have a small projection window just in the center. If you're doing this on a Radiant, you're going to have a much bigger projection area. I want to look where the top is. No, I don't. I want to look where the right side is going to be, because I want to make sure that it's not going to overstitch the left side of my first design.
Okay.
So
Trying
I'm
to
going to
arrange this so we don't have a glare.
Okay. And we can go over to the machine, over to the sample here now. So here I can see this is where my first design ended, and here's where my next design's going to end. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so they won't overlap.
No.
And they're not too spaced apart.
And I can double
They fit
check the
perfectly.
top. I can check all of my positionings if I want to. Or I could just say, Kate, it's okay. And go.
Kate, it's
It's
okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to grab the prices really quick, and I'll be right back, okay?
All right. We're going to watch this so. I'm going to look back and see if there's a couple of comments that we missed. This is pretty cool, huh, guys? Kind of intimidating until you kind of just dig in and do it, and then it's not too bad. And there's so many cool designs. There's, swirls and waves and stars and trees and mushrooms and, so many different things that you could find. You could thread with heavier embroidery threads. Kind of depends on your machine. Some machines tolerate embroidery threads, some don't. Kate is actually using an embroidery thread right now.
Okay. So the Kimberbell Essentials, if you don't have any of the clear blue tiles, is where you would want to start, and that is at $149. And then the first expansion pack has bigger tiles and more designs, and that one is $49.98. And then expansion pack number 2 was a tile only expansion pack, and that was $39.98.
And that's for the bigger hoops.
That's for the big hoops.
So you have to start with the essentials.
Absolutely.
Because that's where you get the USB stick to start with, and all the basic tiles.
Yeah, and the instructions and everything else.
Right.
Okay, and then the monster hoops. I've got prices for 3 different ones. These are all online, so they are all up on the website for you to purchase up there. But the 10 by 10 monster hoop, which is the one I use quite a bit with my clear blue tiles, is $269. It happens to be the same price as the 10 by 16, which is the largest monster hoop that is currently out on the market, and that's also $269. But there is one that I tend to use quite a bit. Sometimes the 10 by 16 can be too big. So there is another rectangle one that's a little bit smaller. Of course, they do have a 9 by 14, but I go one step smaller than that, and I go to the 8 by 12. So there is also an 8 by 12, and
that's
that one
a great
is
size.
$259.
Okay. 8 by 12 is a good size.
It is a good size.
For both just a regular hoop and the magnetic hoop. I use those all the time.
And quite honestly, the monster hoops are pretty much available in all of the sizes of the regular baby lock hoops. Okay. And I say baby lock hoops, but they're also available for the Bernina and the Viking machines too. Okay.
Can you use a dime hoop on a Viking Epic?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Miss
if
Rose, you can do that.
If that's something you're interested in, you just need to let us know which size hoop. So if it's like your 260 by 200 or your 360 by 260, whatever size you want, we can get you the prices for those.
Okay, Miss Rose, if you're interested in that, the hoop for the Viking Epic, just give us a call. We'll help you out. This is kind of one of those like, what?
Yeah.
Moments. I love it.
So it really doesn't matter what. I think I ran out of bobbin thread and my machine never stopped.
Oh, it didn't beep or anything.
No, it did not. I wondered if I was going to.
We're super observant here, so just for a minute.
Okay, so now you do need to be careful. I'm just doing a placemat, but if you had a big quilt, you can see that, you know, this might be a little bit of a challenge to take the whole quilt off and
set it aside carefully.
Yes.
In your lap, to the side of your table.
But that's really the only time that I take the magnetic hoops off when I'm doing my quilting, is when I need to change my bobbin.
So really, you'd never take it out of that, and you just move your quilt within the frame.
Absolutely. All I do is lift this up and I put it over the top of the machine, reposition, and then bring it back down.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to back up my design.
What again is in the expansion pack 2, please?
Expansion. Let me go grab it.
And are the CB tiles a double run? I'm not sure what exactly you're asking about that. They're still available. Okay.
The clear blue tile files, a double run.
What does that mean?
So a double run. It depends how they're digitized. This file that we're stitching today is a single run, and it's purposely offset when it comes back around. So a double run would be like an identical stitch on top. Some of them absolutely could be. This particular one is like a scroll design, and it's not.
Okay.
It's offset.
So there's different designs, different
Correct.
files. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great question.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up this. This is a little bit smaller, but normally I will actually like put it up over the top of my machine.
I've seen you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like magic.
And I'm going to reposition this.
Just making sure it frames around the outside of the quilting space.
And if you have been afraid to try clear blue tiles, doing something like little placemats is a great starter project for you. So I'm going to use my pinpoint laser to see how close I am to my dot. I'm close enough for government work. I'm just going to start it.
And you just recently became an American citizen, so there you go.
Okay, and I don't think I need to probably stay on and finish all of this, but once this is finished, I then just used a gray fabric. I actually used the same as my backing fabric. And did my binding on it.
Okay. A couple of questions. Will the frame fit on the meridian?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So the meridian, the maximum size that you can do on that is the 9.5 by 14.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's see any others. You told us what was in the expansion pack 2, and then the third expansion pack is for the larger.
It's
hoops.
got the 10.5 by 16. Yes.
The big designs. Okay. Okay. All right. I think that answers most of the questions. Let's see. How did you get the pinpoint laser?
Oh, right here.
Okay.
Right there, right where it says W. You press that, and the laser beam will come down.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I always do it this way, but Ray said, but sometimes wonder if it can eventually hurt the embroidery arm by tugging.
Well, we're not
really tugging. We're just moving. We're not like yanking on it. You're just moving your
we're actually not
fabric.
We're actually putting less wear and tear on the bracket because the bottom part of the hoop is permanently staying in.
Right.
and I'm only removing the top part. So no, I don't think you're doing any harm to it
Right.
whatsoever.
Okay. And do you have to have the extension 1 before you get extension 2?
No.
Okay. And how do you remove the markings?
They are water. Now, personally, I actually use Frixion pens. I did use the Kimberbell pen today, but I actually prefer the Frixion pens for it.
Just because that's what you're more familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do they work on the multi-thread machines?
There is special, I did not put those up on the website, but there is special monster hoops for the multi-needles, absolutely.
Okay, and if you have a question about that, you can always call us.
Yep.
Let's see, and then the expansion pack 2 is just the larger quilting designs for the larger hoops.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I think that's everything. Wow, this was awesome.
Yeah.
Great lesson.
Good.
Well done.
I'm glad you all enjoyed.
I think everybody did. I think we all learned a lot.
And hopefully you'll all come visit with us tomorrow for Comment Sold.
Yeah.
We look
Yeah.
forward to seeing you all tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Absolutely. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.